Hi everybody, welcome to 30-Day Abs. I'm Tamara and this is day 21. Today I would like for you to get something to hold, something to move around. It could be a dumbbell, it could be a water bottle, whatever. If it's heavier, the work is going to be harder, but it doesn't necessarily have to be heavy. All right, so we've got some object to hang on to and we're going to find ourselves on our mat. So for the first part, we're just going to do some reverse curl ups. So if you find yourself on your tripod, your two sitting bones and your tailbone, you can just lean back and rise up. You can sit on something soft if that feels a little hard on the tailbone. I'm just going palms up because it helps me keep my chest open as I lift back up. Nice tight belly always. Exhaling on the lift. Really thinking about your posture, especially right there at the top, really pull it in. And also especially at the bottom, and especially all the places in between. I'm going to say that's 17, 18, 19, and there's 20. So the next thing I'm going to do is lie down and do just a really basic crunch. So hands are in your favorite position. And we're just gonna curl up, shortening the distance between your rib cage and your waistband. Belly drops in. And you can take your time with these. I'm doing pretty quick reps because I know I'm not gonna be pulling on my head. And I don't want these videos to be too long because I want you to do them. But you can do these slower and really take your time with the work. You could do a different foot position if you wanted to. I just want to keep this pretty simple today. I think that was 20, but I'm going to do 4 more just in case. That was pretty good. All right, now I asked you to grab something to hold. So we're going to do some boat pose wood chops. So what I want you to do is bring your feet out in front of you, and we're going to go low to the right and then high to the left. Now, that's not really that low. You're not coming all the way to the ground. It's not really that high. You're not coming up overhead. So maybe right there by your hips, and then maybe equal with your nose or thereabouts. So you can do these with your feet on the floor. You can float your feet up a little higher if you want to, but we're doing a diagonal, down and up, rotating the rib cage, holding a nice tiny little waistband, little waistline. Shoulders are as relaxed as they can while you're holding this object. And your feet are trying to stay still. Even if your feet are floating, you're trying not to swim around with them too much. And I think, it was probably about 20. If you want to, you can take a little break in between and come up into a shoulder bridge, stretching out those hip flexors just a little bit. Now I'm going to do the other side of that. So again, choose your foot position, choose your good posture, and we're going to come down to the left and high to the right this time. 8, 9, 10 more for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hip flexors are really feeling this. That's okay, they need to be strong too. Whew. One more for good measure. I'm gonna set that down and I'm gonna give myself that little bit of release and relief into those tight muscles. Whew. Okay, our last 2 sets are planks. So we're gonna take our thing that we're holding, we're gonna put it on one side of your hands, and then we're going to take the hands a little step forward. So I'm going to show you the first couple from here, and then I'll turn sideways. But you've got a soft elbow, tight belly. You can be on your knees if you need to. It's going to be hard to do this from your elbows, so you might want to commit to a hand plank for this one. Or, a kitchen counter plank if that's too hard. Somewhere you can safely move this weight around. I'm going to grab it with that side that it is on, that hand, move it behind the other arm, and set it back down. Bring it across and behind, carefully setting to the middle. So there's my first 4. I'm going to turn sideways to give you a different view. Hands are up in front of the weight so that you can move it behind and behind. Abdominals are tight. Your plank is nice and long. And remember to keep your elbows soft as you're doing these. Strong booty, strong belly. And we're going to do 20 of these, so each hand will move the weight 10 times. I think that's going to be 4 more for me. Lots of stability through the hips. And then we can take it down. Nicely done. We have 1 more to do. So we're going to do just what we just did, except opposite. So I'm going to show you from the front again. We've got our hand in front of the weight. Come to your plank of choice. This time we're going to reach with the opposite hand and we're going to open it. Set it down, reach across and open. Set it down. So you want to move with some measure of control. Actually, a great deal of control. Really thinking about the quality of that plank. Trying not to chunk down on your joints. Trying to hold a nice long line from your head to your heels, or if you prefer a knee plank, from your head down to your knees. Lifting up from that belly the whole time. I'm going to do 10 more. And if I can, I'm going to encourage you not to let your booty waggle too much side to side. You'll probably shift your weight just a little bit here and there, but try to minimize that because we're looking for abdominal stability. 6, 5, 4, almost done. 2 and 1. All right. Ooh. Good, 7 minutes. All right, that's pretty great. Good job today, and I will see you tomorrow.